At this time, I'm going to turn over to Coach Odenwald. He's got a few things to say, and then we'll continue with our celebration.
Welcome everybody. I want to piggyback off of what Josh said and say thanks for being here, taking some time out of your day to celebrate these three young men, very well deserved. And I just want to take a few moments to talk about them as a group, say a couple of things about each of them individually. But before we do that, first and foremost, another round of applause. Congrats, guys. This is a big deal. Getting to today takes the efforts of a lot of people, not just these three men. Obviously, they're going to put the lion's share of the work in to get here today, but it wouldn't be possible without their families, notably their parents, working with these three and getting to know their parents and working closely with their parents over the last 4 years. One common thread that all three of these people share is they have great parents. So Keylan, Dwan, Greg, Kara, Ebony, and Michael, I want to say congratulations to you guys on this achievement. Doing everything you can. Like I said, this is the efforts of not just three people, it's the efforts of the whole community, and obviously you guys lead in charge of that. So to the parents, congratulations. Having the opportunity to play at the next level, to play in college, is not something that every high school athlete gets to experience. And it takes a combination of things. It takes a combination of, first and foremost, you have to have the talent to be able to play. You have to have the desire to want to play. And you have to have the work ethic to get there. And that's why we're here. Each of these three young men have exhibited all three of those characteristics: full of talent, commitment, hard work. Very proud of them. I want to take just a few minutes, say a couple things about each of them, and then we'll let them sign those letters and make it official, okay? Let's go in no particular order down here. Keylan Mitchell. I remember as I got hired in January of 2019 and was looking forward to my first year in 2019 and kind of started going around the middle school and going to some of the junior Viking activities, hearing about this kid Keylan, how good he was and how big he was, and he lived up to the billing. First time I saw him, you can see obviously his size stands out, but the athleticism that he has and just the way he walks, the way he's moving, he's a fluid athlete. I knew that we'd be lucky if he decided to come here, Parkway North, and obviously he's put his stamp not only on the football program as well as the basketball program. A couple accolades: he's a 4-year varsity lineman. He is a 3-time first-team all-conference linebacker, 3-time all-state recognition at linebacker, and he is our leading all-time leading tackler with 327. So he definitely, in the record books on the field, showed up and lived up to all the hype that I heard about him when he was 13, 14 years old. But aside from this play, if you've been around Keylan, he's a special individual. He has the ability to impact those around him, unlike many that I've been around in my coaching career. As far as leadership goes, Keylan has the best leadership traits just about anybody that I've ever been around. When he was leading us, we were successful. He's a tough kid, played through injury, nagged by injury all throughout his high school career, but it didn't matter. Okay? He was going to do whatever he needed to do to prepare himself to be able to play on Friday night. It's just an honor and pleasure to have had the opportunity to coach him. Extremely excited to look at the opportunity he has at Missouri Southern. Was speaking with their head coach just the other day, and some of the names that he said, that Keylan reminded him of, these are guys that are playing on Sundays. So he's got that type of potential. No doubt he's going to make the most of this opportunity. Very proud of Keylan. but he came out in 8th grade for the first year, and it was, just watching from the sidelines and speaking to Coach Neely and the junior Viking coaches, it was evident that this is the guy that we needed to, make sure mom and dad let play football in high school, come to Parkway North, because he was a natural, man. He was good. He took to it like a duck to water, and he literally is a coach's dream. I talk to Coach Hardy regularly about how great it is to coach great kids, and Henry's a name that comes up all the time. Anything you ask them to do, they do. They don't question. They show up accountable. I will be honest, I never knew how tough he was until this past season. He played through some devastating injuries, rehab. One memory that really sticks out to me, we were playing Parkway Central, and he dislocated one of his fingers on his left hand. And usually that's going to require at least a couple plays off, if not a series. And we were trying to get another tight end, and communication wasn't great on the sideline for whatever reason. We couldn't get somebody there. I think Hannah just grabbed it, pulled it back into place, and he didn't even miss a play. Henry's a tough kid, and that's going to serve him well at Washburn. In addition to what he did from a football on the football field, I mean, stellar academic student. Above 4.0. He scored extremely well in his ACT. Teachers can't say enough good things about him. He is the definition of a student athlete. Going to miss him a lot next year. As we said, 3-year varsity letterman, 2-year first team all conference tight end, 2-year all-state recognition tight end. Again, just writing down some adjectives that tough, committed, accountable, does the little things that a coach asks him. You can't ask for anything more than that. When you got leaders, seniors doing those types of things, it makes your job as a coach really easy. Henry, because of what we did offensively, some of the things we dealt with in the stat book and the record book, is going to show up as much as some of the other guys. But man, he was a huge part of our success, these last 4 years, and it's going to be tough to replace Henry Warman. And then last, but certainly not least, Anthony Thompson. Kind of definitely bittersweet as this, to my knowledge, kind of ends the run of Thompson brothers coming through here and the Thompson family, because it's a long, decorated history, a lot of success here. Parkway North football that family definitely left a legacy here to be recognized. And I can think of one word: it's consistent. He is as consistent of a player in everything that he does. Okay? Never gets too high, never gets too low. He's just consistent. You can count on him to be where he needs to be there on time, and to give great effort every single time, every single rep. I can't think of 5 plays in 3 years that he has been the guy on defensive line where we've had to sub him in or sub him out. He didn't get hurt. He was tough. He played with great passion. He played unselfish football. You can look at our record book, and he's going to finish 3rd career with all-time sacks at 26. And he, no doubt, would be number 1. But his junior year, we moved him inside as opposed to taking him off the edge. And that he was eating double teams every single play. He was the one guy on our defense that head coach said we knew we had to stop 55. We knew we had to contain him, and that's why he was getting double, triple teamed on nearly every play for 2 years. He sacrificed his sack sheet so the team could have greater success. And if you look at the progression, of our program over these last 3 years, Ant and these other 2, along with a great class of 2024, get ahead of myself, class of 2024, really kind of set the tone for where our program is and the direction that it's heading, which we're really excited about. But Ant was a 4-year varsity letterman, a 3-time first team all conference defensive lineman. He received all-state recognition. Like I said, he led by example. He was our captain. He was the one. He spoke for us. He spoke for our team and our program, and I was proud to have him do that. Again, consistent. You knew what you were getting with Ant, and you were damn glad to have it. So I won't take up any more of your guys' time. I want to say congratulations to you three. You guys have a great opportunity. I am ecstatic to watch all three of your futures blossom. I love you guys. Thank you for everything that you've done for me personally. Thank you for everything that you've done for the Park River football program at Park River High. You will be missed. You're forever a Viking. Love you guys.